Welcome everyone, welcome to Baphomet Bible, episode number 62. In this video, we have entitled it, When Ye Were Illuminated. That's the verse. If you go into Google and you type in, when ye were illuminated, blah, 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 something, something, something. The word illuminated reminds me of the Illuminati and the New World Order. George Bush Sr., George Bush Jr.'s daddy, he said there will be a new world order. We will be successful bringing it in. You go to Georgia, there is the 10 Commandments of the New World Order. And the first commandment is to reduce the population to 500 million people. So we're going to talk about how that is going to be done in this video, and we're going to illuminate these individuals. Anybody who is watching, who is under the sound of my voice, if you want to live in the New World Order, you have to have some illumination. There has to be some kind of self-thought, self-thinking going on in the mind. Because if you're just watching the TV and the news and the radio and believing whatever you're told and being distracted with all this bullshit, your life is going to be taken from you right under your nose. Our food is being poisoned. How do you wipe out all these people to get it to 500 million? If we're at 7.5 billion people right now, how do you wipe it? How do you get rid of so many people underneath the radar and then reduce the population to 500 million? Well, you would have to poison their food supply and their water supply. And that's exactly what's happening. It's many different factors that are in effect. And if you're not illuminated, and if you don't have a desire for the knowledge and the truth, then you're going to seek entertainment, be distracted, and you're going to be focused on, oh, all these women, they're just going after these rich men saying that they were assaulted. Fuck these women. You know what? Whatever's happening in the news, it does not pertain to my life right now whatsoever. Your food supply is being fucking poisoned. There is Roundup in your food supply. And you're just focusing on, oh, what is Trump doing? Derp. That does not pertain to my life at all. What pertains is me living and me being happy, because at the end of the day, it's about my experience and what I feel. Because if I'm fucking miserable, then I'm going to make other people miserable. And then the whole fucking human race, people are not going to be too different from me. They're all going to be miserable, working a shitty fucking job, unhappy, being poisoned by the stupid fucking food. But this is my third day of not eating any GMOs. Even this beer, this Sierra Nevada, it's non-GMO beer. So what the GMO is, it's a plant that is immune to the weed killer Roundup. So when you're growing all these plants, weeds start growing in between them. So this company, Monsanto, came out with a seed that is Roundup ready, where you could spray this plant with Roundup its whole entire life and it would never die. You can actually start it out as a seed, and instead of feeding it water, just keep on feeding it Roundup. But these plants grow, and then the weeds are in the middle, and then these farmers, they spray the fucking plants with Roundup. Okay, so then the plants are drinking Roundup their whole entire life. And then they ship it to the flea market, the store, and then we eat it. So we're eating what is really categorized as a pesticide. Now, you kill pests, just like rats. And you can't give the whole human race rat poison to fucking wipe them out to get the population of 500 million people. You need to do it subtly, and there has to be a reason behind it. So the reason is blah, 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 mass-producing food. And it saves a lot of money. And it's so much more effort if you have to go into the farm and then by hand pull up all the weeds. It's a lot faster. It saves a lot more time, saves money if you just go and just spray the whole entire fucking crop. Because people just want to get the shit done as quick as possible. And, fuck everybody. Fuck the people. If we're spraying these plants with Roundup and then we ship it to the supermarket and people eat it, fuck them. They have a choice. They can eat non-GMO organic food. But they're choosing to eat the conventional Roundup pesticide plants. And then the animals are fed the same exact bullshit. A plant that's just drinking fucking Roundup its whole entire life. We're going to feed it to the animals now. And then the animals' meat is going to get all shitty. And that's what the conventional meat is. Conventional meat, conventional vegetables. It has tons of fucking pesticides on it. And that is what is going to get people sick, cause the tumors, fuck up the way they think, so their reaction time is all shitty. And they're docile. They don't want to do anything. It's because their fucking food is being poisoned. This is my third day not eating any fucking GMOs because I need to get outside every day and get the melatonin into my skin so then my body starts repairing itself. And then I'm thinking, well, what else do I have to do to become healthy? Well, maybe I should stop eating pesticides every fucking day and then get the Roundup out of my system. Because if I keep on eating plants that have Roundup in it, and I keep on consuming all these pesticides, well, my body is not going to heal. It's going to keep on getting all this bullshit in it. And my heart's been beating hard. So it's almost like my body's telling me, hey, you're eating some fucking crazy bullshit. You're being fucking poisoned. I feel like I'm being poisoned. But that is because I'm illuminated. If I was an ignorant fuck who didn't give a shit, who just went to church Wednesday night, Sunday morning, Sunday evening, and, oh, the truth is bad. Knowledge. Well, they say when you go to the church that Jesus is the truth, but no one believes in Jesus, and they got their own fucking Jesus, and everything that they believe is a lie, and they're ignorant as fuck. And these people are going to be the first ones to get wiped out because no one wants to change. Everyone's stuck in their ways. They're all in a fucking cult. And it is going to be nice if you can make it to the New World Order. If you can make it to the kingdom of heaven on earth. Because 20 years from now, there will be 500 million people on the earth. And all these ignorant motherfuckers that didn't care whatsoever about what was going on. And they were just manipulated in whatever way the wind blew. That's where they went. This human race is not going to be sustainable if everyone is working a shitty fucking job. And then they fucking hate their life. And they're doing something they don't like. And then they come home. They're just tired. And then they fucking hate it, and then they get up, and then they do it again. And then they don't have any pleasure whatsoever. Eat a TV dinner, sit before the fucking TV, and get fed the bullshit. Working 8 hours a day, doing something you don't like. That's not sustainable. And that's fucking ignorance, because the mark of an intelligent man is somebody who gets paid for play. Doing something that you enjoy, rendering service to the world, making a difference, where you can work 16-hour days and it feels like you're not even working, but you're doing something. You're changing lives. You're communicating with people. You're rendering something that people desire, and you're going to get back exactly what you're putting out. If you're putting out some negative fucking shit, negative shit's going to come back to you. Or you're going to just attract all these people that are on that same vibration. But if you want to be a businessman and attract business people, well, then you have to be in that vibration, in that business vibration, because that's going to be what attracts the people. So it's just like when you go see a show and you have the actors on stage and everybody suspends their disbelief. We can put on a show and then be whoever we want and really think about, who do I want to attract? Who do I want to draw to me? Do I want to draw just negative fucking people that hate Christianity, that just want to see it fall? Well, in a way, yeah. But I desire great things in life. I desire a Lamborghini Diablo red, mansion house, being able to travel around the world, walking on a beach in Hawaii on the black sand, and I can make a video. I can sit Indian style, make a Baphomet Bible video. I would pretty much be doing the same thing that I'm doing right now. But I would have money, and I wouldn't be going into the retirement home. You're going to come with me. I'm making a pizza pie. Pizza pie. So this is my third day eating organic food. And I'm not eating anything with GMOs in it. Because what GMOs are, it's when you spray a plant with Roundup. So the whole entire life of the plant, it's drinking fucking Roundup. And then you feed it to the human beings, and now 90% of people are pissing out Roundup. There is pesticide in my urine because of the kind of food I've been eating. So I need to change this, and after 90 days, I'm no longer going to be pissing out pesticides. But it's hard to find fucking organic food. Like, I'm just eating an organic pizza right now. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just, I guess I'm just doing the best I can, right? Taking the information that I know and then applying it, and this is what I got. All I know is I can't eat anything that has GMO in it because there's fucking pesticides in it, and I want to make it to the New World Order. I don't want to be wiped out with all these ignorant fucking people. Let me show you this pizza pie. Okay, so I'm taking the cheese. I'm putting it in the right spot. You got some tomatoes on there. Woo-hoo! So we got 10 minutes until this motherfucking pizza comes out. There we go. Organic cooking, baby. So you got 11 minutes. So we're at 14:30 on the video. So 11 minutes from now, we got 20, 24, 20, 25. So 25, we're going to check on that organic fucking pizza. And I'm going to take you to the supermarket too. I'm going to show you how I'm going to go food shopping because I need some inspiration. It's kind of hard to just not eat GMO food anymore because all the fucking food is GMO. If you go to the supermarket, 90% of it has pesticide Roundup in it. When I went to Jewel, I was making tacos. I wanted to make tacos for my family that night. And they didn't have organic taco shells. So I had to drive all the way to Mariano's, take an extra hour to just get tortillas that didn't have poison in it. So I'm going to take you with me on the journey, and then we're going to get organic food, and we're going to be like, what the fuck? I wanted some organic tortillas, and then you're going to come with me to the other place, and then maybe I'll go to the supermarket and I'll show you all the fucking poison that's in the food. And shit is labeled. It is labeled, but it's not going to tell you that it's genetically modified because then people won't buy it. But what you have to look for is you need that non-GMO product label on there. Or you just have to look, it has to say organic or does not contain GMO, non-GMO products. There are labels on it. You have to look at every fucking thing that is in your food because you can't be eating poison. If you're eating poison, you're going to die. It's pretty simple. It's not like, hey, Joy Richard taught me today, if I eat poison, I'll die. Oh man, I'm so glad I found Joy Richard's channel because I would have just kept on eating fucking poison and then died. But then Joy Richard was like, hey, you can't fucking do it. If you want to live in the New World Order and be an illuminated individual like the rest of us, you can't eat the fucking poison. You can't be eating Roundup every day. I saw this movie. It was called GMO, oh my God. GMO, OMG. And this movie proved that, well, first, that is the reason why I'm not eating any more of this shit. It was because of the movie, because I actually found out what GMOs are. Because no one knows. I mean, I was trying to eat non-GMO products, but I don't know what the fuck a GMO is. I just knew it was bad. But then in the movie, it shows you that, well, it's fucking pesticides and there's Roundup in it. There's fucking weed killer in your food. Pesticides. Pest control. You're a fucking pest and we're exterminating the human race and we're knocking down the population to 500 million people. And in the movie, they did tests where they proved that eating pesticide every day in your food, it causes tumors. And they did this with rats. It took 6 years for the tumors to start showing up on the rats. It was disgusting. Big fucking balls on these rats. And then the rats got sick and died. Well, it took 6 years. They asked the doctor, well, 6 years in rats, well, how long is that in human years? And the doctor said about 30 to 40 years. That's when human beings are going to start really fucking up from eating Roundup and poison every fucking day. So in 1997 was when the GMO, these Roundup Ready seeds, were introduced to the market. So before that, everybody was eating organic food. There wasn't poison in it. The old people that you see, your grandma and grandpa, they were eating organic food. That's why they're living so long. But you actually think you're going to live as long as them if you're eating fucking pesticides? Hell no. You'll fucking die. How about you just buy a bottle of Roundup, weed killer, and every day just take like a little shot. What the fuck do you think that's going to do to you? It's going to fuck you up. So it builds up in your body after a while. You keep on, everyone's eating. People are living to eat. just shoveling their fucking face with the cheeseburgers and the fries and all this bullshit. And then the Roundup weed killer is going to keep building up in their system, and then they're eventually going to die. So 6 years in rats' life is like 30 to 40 years in a human being's life. GMO Roundup Ready seeds were introduced to the market in 1997. So it's been 20 years since this began. 10 years from now, human beings are going to start getting sick. 20 years from now is when the New World Order comes in, and 500 million people are left on the earth. And then we could finally experience the kingdom of heaven, because all these ignorant fucks, all these motherfuckers that were causing all these problems, who didn't give a shit, and were all strung up with their stupid fucking religion, they're all going to be dead. Because they're poisoned, and they killed themselves because they had no knowledge, and they didn't believe the truth. They were ignorant fucks who ignored what was going on, and because they ignored, they lost their life for it. That's the cost. So I'm not eating any of that fucking shit anymore. I need to make it to the New World Order, because I need to experience the peace and the joy and just not be slaving myself and feeling like shit and living in this reality where no one gives a fuck and people are just completely, their genes are mutilated because they're eating all this genetically modified material. So you look at these people that don't even look like human beings anymore. Their bodies look like shit. It's not what a human body looks like. These fucking people are aliens because the genetically modified material, it changed their DNA so much that they became a completely different individual. Slow reaction time, docile creatures, limping around, walking around like a fucking penguin, fat as fuck, watching TV, and they don't give a fuck about knowledge at all. Fuck knowledge. It's all about entertainment. Well, those people are gonna die. And do you really want them? I say fuck them. If you don't want the knowledge and you don't want to change and exercise some free thought, you're the fucking problem. So if you're eating pesticide every day and you're killing yourself, well then you deserve to die. Fuck you. So don't get flu shots either, because flu shots is just chicken embryos and heavy metals being injected into your body. Let's just say they're injecting aluminum into you. So you got the flu shots, immunization shots, if you go to one of your fucking stupid colleges that doesn't believe the truth and is just completely fucking retarded, chasing its fucking tail in a circle like Trinity. If you go to this stupid fucking college with all these idiots, they're going to make you get an immunization shot and they're going to inject chicken embryos and aluminum into you. You need to look at your food and make sure you're not consuming Roundup every fucking day. If you're eating pesticides, you're going to die. And then the fucking water. The water you drink has to be clean too. These companies, all that they're doing is packaging tap water, which has mercury, aluminum, and God only knows. I mean, fuck, man. It's just heavy metals in the tap water. So the bottling companies for water, they just bottle the tap water and then sell it to people. And you got Nestle, they're like, oh, we use a BPA-free bottle. Well, all you did was fill it up with tap water. There's fucking poison in there, cocksuckers. I like Fiji water because Fiji is far as fuck. And it comes from the Fiji Islands. So from that water source. And it's not purified. If you drink purified water, that means that it had human shit in it. And then they took the human shit out. If it's spring water, that means it came from a spring. So there's a difference between purified water and spring water. In Fiji water, it has a BPA-free bottle, which means that the plastic doesn't seep into the bottle and then fuck you up. And then it comes from Fiji, spring water. So there was never any human shit in it. But what really fucks you up in the water is the fluoride. Fluoride is gonna I can't say the word. Calcium. It fucks up your third eye, so you can't think. You gotta drink clean water. So the food, non-GMO food. You gotta look at the labels. And then the water, get the fucking fluoride out of the water. Any way possible, you gotta drink clean water. Spring water, BPA-free bottles. I like Fiji. And then don't take flu shots because it's just injecting aluminum into your body. And maybe you might make it to the New World Order. Here we go. We got this pizza pie right here. I think it's ready. I think I'm going to take it out right now. Last pizza I burned, it was all... I burnt it. Got all shitty. And then the cheese was just hard, but... What are you going to do? I can't eat any of this food that the mass amount of people are eating because I want to make it to the New World Order and I don't want to die like the rest. There we go. Look at that pie. So when you were illuminated, you realized what the fuck was going on, and you stopped seeking entertainment and began seeking knowledge and trying to find out what the fuck is going on so I can live. It's about our life. And many people are being distracted with stupid shit that doesn't even pertain to them. And therefore, they're going to be poisoned and they're going to lose their life. This is Baphomet Bible. Episode number 62. When ye were illuminated. Thank you for watching.